Hey, 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 welcome everybody. Coming back at you with more Dash Mystery Tournament. We're still in week two. This is still the mystery. 42 contestants have entered. We'll have 6 weeks of regular season to find out who has what it takes to make it to the playoff bracket. But we have tons of talent regardless. J-Ro versus Lies and Gasoline. Shortened to Lies, just to make it easier. That's a long name. But I remember Lies from last year. Good dude. I calmed with him, enjoyed him. He was funny. I don't know how his Metroid skills have translated since then, but I know he was a lot of fun. And J-Ro has been playing Metroid since like 2014, 2015, but took kind of like a temporary retirement. And this is the first tournament they've been in. He's been in since 4 years, 4.5 years. But either way, it's going to be a ton of fun. I am joined here in the comm booth by JXB Adam, and we have on tracking Ike here. And yeah, we're excited. We're ready to go. Adam, how are you, sir?
Salty, I am excited for this race. We've got JRO coming out of retirement. Let's see if Lies and Gasoline has what it takes to say, hey, look, you're old man, stay back in retirement. Though I don't know if JRO's an old man or not. And we are on Planet Zebes. We have 20 for our attack power, which means we do have the starter charge, and I don't see countdown.
Or Starter Plus. Yeah, we got the IQ curse of it's going to be major minor. I mean, it could be
Well,
Chozo, but
it
we'll
could
see what
still be
happens.
Chozo, and then of course we don't know if we're in area randomization, and we still have to figure out what our bosses are doing tonight.
Absolutely. And it's not a curse by IQ. It's IQ is here doing tracking, which is the most important thing in the world. So if you're a future viewer chilling on YouTube, seeing what we're doing, or even in chat and you're new to the channel, we need trackers to get these restreamed. Otherwise, these racers will just race and it'll disappear into nothingness. So we need those trackers. Um, so if you feel like, hey, I want to try this out and help the community, come on in. We would appreciate you. So yeah, J-Ro and Lies are going to be finding some morph
Ooh,
ball to get started.
yeah, and I guess I've been saying J-Ro wrong. It turns out that I'm terrible at names. Like only 3 letters, and I mispronounced it. I'm amazing.
Well, you didn't say Dro, so that's a good start. But yeah, J-Ro, first tournament in about 4.5 years, but happy to have him back. Honestly, whether you're a brand new player or a player coming out of retirement, always love having you here in the Metroid community. Good stuff. And Super Missiles early is always another good stuff.
Yeah, so far this is feeling Chozo. I don't think either one of them went down to Alpha Missiles yet.
Nope, we're gonna get that on both screens. It is feeling Chozo-y, but it's super, so we still don't know for sure. But 10 supers early is mo ammo, mo better. Thank you, Sir Hockey Towner.
And Tracy saying this is Chozo. I
Oh,
will I will
well, then I
take
will
her word
defer.
for it.
Yeah, I will defer to her. Absolutely. That's the biggest problem I still have when I'm trying to figure out seeds. Figuring out if it's major, minor, or Chozo.
The
So I
ceiling
guess
the ceiling was ammo. Of course it's Chozo. So there you go, Iker. You get a Chozo seed.
what happens if the ceiling is an E tank or a reserve tank? Does that make it a little harder?
If it's an E
Unclear
tank,
still.
we
Okay.
can't tell. But because it was ammo, we know that we're not in major minor.
Okay. That was the one thing I was still unclear on there. But yeah, happy to have good people, great organizers like Tracy and MM2 around. Set me straight. I always appreciate that. Ooh, nice little dodge there by Lies coming up the climb.
Yep, and we're
Right in the
heading
middle.
down. Let's see what BT has for us tonight. Is it going to be regular bombs, power bombs, or the screw attack?
It's gonna be the Spood Beaster because Salty's here.
It could be that. It's
Oh,
an
E-Tank.
E-tank.
Okay. Well, that's fair. I can't get it right every time.
That's all right. That's better than me, who can't get it right anytime.
No, you're doing just fine.
And let me take a second to shout out and say apologies to J-Ro for mispronouncing their name. I did not intend to do that.
Yeah, I can vouch for JXB Adam, who I called JX Badam for like the first week of knowing him, also unintentionally. He is definitely being unintentional.
Yep, and
We want to
we
do
are
the right
going to
thing.
be going right here because that's the only way we can go. We don't have any explosives to get to, or speed booster to get through the little wall to get down to Terminator. Can't do Gauntlet. There's
Yeah,
only one way to go.
and it's jumping up using our wall jumps here, which is rare, but this is the way to go. We only have one portal we can check right now, and that is what would normally bring us to top of Red Bryn.
That's right, and we still don't know. Actually, does that mean this has to be area? Because aren't these both power bomb doors down here?
Well, the first one is area, so yeah, it has to be. You're right. Otherwise, if it was vanilla, I think this would be a power bomb door. But we get
Yep.
green Bryn, so
Oh,
that's good news.
Green Bryn. So I still wonder. Well, neither runner going to go up and check the moat transition. Probably not a terrible idea. The moat
Power bombs.
transition, not a free check, but there could be power bombs sitting on the moat, and that might be a thing.
That's
Won't be the
because of the
logical ones though.
power bomb door before that, so
Oh
we can
well.
really do it.
Uh,
Hey, you know, I
that's
messed that
true.
up like 8 times myself, so it's a learning experience. I didn't get smart until like 3 days ago. And this is like your first tournament. I know that you
No,
calmed.
this is the
So-
second tournament I've
Oh,
calmed.
second? Well, this is
Yeah.
the fourth for me, so I have no
Oh.
excuses. You're still newer.
We've got power bombs on the Chozo statue, so we have our explosives, and
There we
Nevdi
go.
definitely that is a power bomb door over there. I am all types of confused, but that's okay.
It's okay. It took me twice as long as you to realize that. So you're actually on a higher path than me. Honestly, the first time I heard you calm, I'm like, man, Adam's actually pretty good. I might be out of a job here soon.
Nonsense. We would never get rid of a good pigeon. Just don't do that.
I appreciate it.
And we have found our logical explosives, so now we can check moat, and that will be in logic.
Yeah, J-Ro and Lies pretty much locked up straight, but this was their only choice. So both these players had to be here. But something exciting is going to happen. I know.
Yeah, locked up, following the exact same path because that's what the seed has done to them. This was actually the first chance for divergence. One of them could have went back up. However, I think this is the better play to go over here and check out Big Pink, see what's on the charge statue, and check a few more transitions.
Yeah, a couple of majors over here, including Wavegate. I like this check. Green Bryn is kind of like safety land over here. This is where you want to be at the beginning. Get what you can.
Lots of minors, but the Wavegate, that's just going to be something. It won't be a major because it's Chozo. Wavegate, obviously not a Chozo statue, unfortunately. Now early supers from Spo, on the other hand, that is a major.
Indeed, yes. Chozo statue over there, so it's going to be something. Just missiles down there for Lies, so boo, missiles, boo. J-Ro's going to check the Spo item, right meow. And yes, I said meow because cats are awesome.
I thought that was a call out for Tracy.
Well, Tracy's awesome too, so that works. And it's bombs.
Hey, bombs! We've got explosives that don't run out. Also, I believe we call that a can fly.
Never-ending splodies. I like it. Alright, Lie's getting there just a couple seconds afterwards. I think we'll be locked up for a while because this seed is pretty linear so far.
Yeah, J-Ro didn't come down here and check charge, so they're basically even right now.
Yeah, Lies will make it back, and missiles, boo. Sorry, J-Ro. But don't worry, Lies had to check that too.
Yeah, this early, I mean, We're in Chozo, so the Chozo statues are disproportionately important in this mode.
Lies grabbing the extra missile because 20 beam damage.
Yeah,
So I totally get it. Ooh, nice dodge on the crab on the way back.
Yeah,
Good
that
job,
was
J-Ro.
excellent. Gets those iframes going through the door and just saves it.
Because those
And we
crabs
can
hit like a tank early.
and late, because if you're like me, you wouldn't have any suits at that point.
All right, here we go. Both players heading to the end of Green Hill Zone. No more Sonic and Tails and Knuckles. We're going to find out what the other door is going to bring us to. And don't worry, this isn't Sonic 06, so there won't be like a 30-second load time here. Hey, Criteria.
Oh, hey, that's the bottom of Criteria. That's actually not a terrible transition.
Not bad at all, because we couldn't check these earlier because of Splodies.
That's true. We do now, with 10 power bombs, have access to the gauntlet item, but correct me if I'm wrong, but suit restrictions are on, so that gauntlet item can't be a suit.
Not a suit, but we get something super awesome like Speed Booster or Ice Beam for our Balwoon Hallway and Torian item.
Yeah, that's good.
It's possible. Not for sure. And here's our first divergence. J-Ro is coming back up. Checking 230 because we didn't have any of those Splodies we were talking about. Bombs or power bombs.
And we got Lies going down Red Tower to Alpha power bombs. Both Chozo statues. Let's see who makes out better.
Nobody.
I'm gonna say Lies got the better thing there, because Lies actually got a beam. It's just the grappling beam, but it is a very handy beam to have in Lore Warfare for farming pre-Ridley.
Also in Meridia, honestly, with those sand bugs that come up that you gotta farm sometimes. So yeah, I'll give the nod to Lies here as well.
I mean, J-Ro can find the plasma beam, and all of a sudden that kind of it doesn't negate, but it would make the X-ray pickup a lot better.
That's true, and the X-ray check. So you and Tracy outvoted me. I didn't
say X-ray check. Tracy's the one that recognized X-ray was immediately in logic with the grapple beam. I was just talking about farming, and here's Torian off a Red Tower.
Oh, I meant when they both picked up the items. You said, I think Lies has it better here, and I said nobody. So I was wrong there.
But Lies going up the elevator here, I do not believe that. I believe this takes us to Criteria, possibly going to go across Moat. As J-Ro is checking Gauntlet.
Ooh, East Meridia? That's good to know. Not where we want to be right now, though.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna... Oh, J-Ro. Please be okay. Get out of there. Okay. We still got a chance here. That was rough.
Yeah. So, I know J-Ro knows this, but I'm going to say it for chat anyway. One super missile makes the yapping maw go away.
Yeah, and thankfully both runners have 20 of them. Yapping maws are just as annoying as their name sounds. Nice E-tank pickup for Lies here.
Yeah, and J-Ro found the Chozo E-tank, one of the Chozo E-tanks at the back of Gauntlet. Oh, yes, Lies didn't get the third hopper killed with the power bombs.
Uh-oh. That's a little tough. But yeah, for any newer viewers that might not know what Chozo mode means, Chozo gives you just enough items to beat the game as if you were going for like a low percent or any percent. So we got to have at least 3 E-tanks. So 3 of the Chozo items will have to be E-tanks to logically let us beat the game. And there's also items that aren't technically on Chozo statues that are Chozo items, like boss items. Ridley's E-tank, Kraid's item, and right side supers above Phantoon. Dragon, on the other hand, is the only boss with a Chozo statue for themselves.
That's because Dragon is definitely special. And here's Lies getting ready to go check X-ray. Coming down here using one of these save stations, we've added a few English
Those
words
ones.
hard.
Yay!
Words very hard. A few extra save stations to the map. We've got Ice Beam at Spazer also.
Rice, baby. Nice job, J-Ro. Yeah, ice is nice to pick up. I don't like it as my first beam because it just makes enemies die in one extra hit because of the freeze animation. But
Yeah.
it's definitely super helpful for several things. Meridia, Torian, Metroids, all that stuff. So it's definitely a great item to have. Ooh, high jump. We'll take that. Yes, please.
Yeah, very nice movement item. Movement items early. The longer you have a movement item, the more of an advantage you can build on your opponent with that movement item. Yeah, the Ice Beam, I think I've heard the shoot everything twice beam when it's got this early.
Yes, whoever said that is absolutely correct. Especially if you get it this early. Normally these enemies die in one shot, but...
And here's Upper Norfair for J-Ro on the Business Center side.
And this is Dash Mystery, so we have several
Lies!
things. No!
Oh, that is why you took the save.
So yeah, props to Lies for saving right before going in there. Probably wants to go back for high jump because that makes movement just so much simpler. But I'm very proud of you, Lies, for grabbing that.
That save was actually a great idea, and there we go. Now the beam's better. We've got Spazer for J-Ro at the high jump location.
Lies might come back later if he finds space jump or something. But at least knowing what's there, not going to waste time going back. Gonna go to the Spazer location.
I don't know if Nevdi was calling a suit at the high jump location or at the Ice Beam location, but we're gonna find out. Or maybe just in Upper Norfair in general.
Ice and Spazer. Yeah, I think 4 tanks for J-Ro. Probably have to have a suit here coming up soon. Because we found 2 East Meridia portals, I think. So I had an Aqueduct, and I thought we found the other one.
Yeah,
Either
and
way,
I think we do have
access.
we do have 2 Chozo E-tanks, so I believe this ice check is in logic.
Absolutely. I think 2 tanks makes it in logic, even though I like having 3 to get to it.
Or if you're like me, I like to have 14.
I wouldn't say no to that. Let's see what J-Ro finds. Okay, charge upgrade.
Helpful. Lies has found Kraid's warehouse.
We're gonna see... Okay, so it's just starter, not starter plus. That's our only charge upgrade in the game, and it's at ice. And now we have full charge beam power. And another thing for Dash Mystery, these suits. There's a couple items to talk about. Heat Shield is like a mini Varia suit that works in Upper Norfair, but not Lower Norfair. It does give you 50% damage reduction in Lower Norfair. And Gravity Suit has a 25% chance to be the overpowered vanilla version, which gives you heat damage reduction. Or at least a form of it that gives you some heat damage reduction. And the other one is the regular randomizer Varia Dash Gravity Suit that doesn't protect you at all. And Kraid's warehouse.
Yeah, we're both at Kraid. I'm pretty sure Lies took a save here. If not, still has that save back in Red Bryn. Gonna go up here and fill up before the boss. I expect this boss will be a killable boss just based on what we've seen.
Yeah, I think it'll be at least Fantune or Kraid.
Yeah, and
logically, I think it has to be one of those two, but we'll see.
Yep, as Tracy's saying in chat, Vanilla Gravity, if it's a Vanilla Gravity suit, is full heat protection, and we have Kraid at Kraid. So now we know exactly which boss mode we're in, and that is one of Vanilla, Shuffled, Shifted, or Surprise.
Okay, so the Gravity suit in this mode has a 25% chance to give just 25% protection, so it's not super duper overpowered.
Oh, and look at this. Kraid going to prom for lies.
Ooh, nice double missile on the stand-up, though, making that a lot faster. So even though it was a little bit longer of a Kraid, it was the quickest long Kraid you can do. Because of the early open on Kraid's mouth and the double super.
And our boss reward is the Wave Beam.
Ice Beam, I believe, was at Spazer, and Spazer was at High Jump.
And Wave Beam is behind Kraid.
Lots of beams in this one, right off the bat.
And there's a charge upgrade at the Ice Beam location, which is the only charge upgrade and will give full charge damage. I think we're getting to a point where we might have to go back through the Croc door and do a mini hell run to Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, I mean, with ice and high jump boots available, I might want us to do like a mini suitless Meridia run, but yours sounds way more plausible than mine.
Well, there's one way to find out which one of us is right, and that's just to watch the runners, because we're going to eventually get shown at least a way to beat the seed.
Yes, they'll get there faster than I can think about it, so...
I think that is one of the main design goals of the Dash Randomizer, is to provide runners a larger variety of alternatives to be able to complete the seed.
Yeah, and to eliminate any extra soft locks that really aren't necessary. So it's a little bit harder to soft lock yourself in Dash if you take the right precautions.
I think in regular Dash it's impossible to soft lock because you have the starter charge beam. You won't soft lock at Baoun.
Well,
I think the only soft
impossible
lock
because of Mother Brain stand up and then the snail clip in Meridia.
Well, that's true, but if you're doing the snail clip, that's on you if you soft lock. And
that's fair.
And MB1 definitely the only other soft lock I can think of.
Yeah, MB1, MB2 for stand-up and snail clip are the ones I can think of.
Yeah, running out of power bombs. I mean, yeah. Okay, so Dash doesn't eliminate soft locks, but makes you have to work for them.
Yeah, it makes it more rare. You have to be a really talented player to soft lock yourself in Dash, which I've done. So I have that talent in my repertoire. Who's salty with the vocabulary?
That's okay. I've already proven that I can't speak very well. And J-Rose still hasn't gotten to Alpha Power Bomb, so no grapple beam. Not doing an early X-ray check. Would be possible with the current equipment, but again, not an easy trick to pull off.
Yes, I have definitely accidentally soft-locked myself in Wasteland in between the doors without bombs and running out of power bombs before.
Question in chat. OMG, why is the door to Kraid's warehouse reversed? We're in area randomization.
So anything can be anywhere.
Yep.
Vile Plume Catch. J-Ro gonna be a Pokemon Master after this seed.
In the meantime, Lies has picked up the charge upgrade that is at Ice Beam.
And somehow has a better beam than J-Ro? Are we on Starter Plus?
Yeah,
I thought we were
J-Ro
on...
doesn't have Ice Beam on. That's all.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things where the runners have the ability to completely trick us if we're not paying close attention.
Well, then I'm just an easy target there.
And huge shout outs to Iker for pointing that out in chat. Iker, of course, doing the tracking for us tonight. Trackers, the MVPs of all of the tournament races, because without trackers, we don't get restreamed. And people like me and Salty up here talking or pretending to talk, we don't know what the runners have. Like, we'll know a little bit if it's displayed on the screen, but I'd have no idea that we'd found bombs.
That's a fair point. Yeah, I'd forget plenty without the tracker. Okay, here we go. Lai's going for the pseudo-gravity jump. Nails it. And it's Croc.
Here's Croc. And you know what we say in these? Always bet on Croc, even though there's only one major here, and it is a long ways after you beat Croc.
Yeah, Chozo has 1 major. Major Minor has 2. And full countdown can be anywhere from 0 to 5. I'm still waiting for the day I see the 5 full countdown major Croc.
Honestly, the day that happens, I'm sure it'll be 5 reserve tanks. It'll be amazing.
We're just gonna add an extra reserve just for you. Or just for me, I guess, in this scenario. Yeah, I think,
Yeah,
Croc has to have something helpful. Something.
Yeah,
A
I'm not
movement
sure why
item.
J-Ro skipped X-Ray here, but we know it's high jump, so not going to completely cause... Yeah, it's not like the hugest miss in the game, but high jump is nice, especially when you have speed booster.
Where did J-Ro find that X-ray when Lai's got the grapple?
230 missiles, I believe.
Okay, that was the divergence. Because we didn't have bombs the first time through there. Bombs or power bombs.
And we've actually found all of our one-way transitions, so good chance we won't see the runners going back down for the meme portal check. No need to. They'll pop out of that meme portal at some point. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a slideshow on J-Ro's stream.
Yeah, here is my Metroid vacation with my family. This is us at the library trying on socks. That was a fun day. And here's our car. It's a 2001 Samus, even though this was 94.
No, that's a 1994 gunship.
Yeah, I gotta give you that one. Very,
oh my goodness.
That's
Croc.
a big one.
With the goods, yeah.
That's a big one.
It looks like J-Ro might be heading down to this meme route transition. I really hope that this meme route transition pops J-Ro out somewhere decent and not like back of Lower Norfair.
Yeah, and maybe hooks J-Ro up with a gravity suit to keep it interesting. Otherwise, we gotta go backwards. Although, I mean, still nothing said and done, but Lies does have a nice early advantage here.
Yeah, the Croc play currently the play of the game, and J-Ro did take a ship save, so can just reset right back to that ship save to save all of the backtracking.
That'll save some nice time. Climb in the elevator, that's a full minute at least. Everything getting back to ship.
Yeah, and it's Forgotten Highway.
So hopefully J-Ro remembers the reset here. There we go. But East Meridia, the regular entrance, is not what we wanted.
Is Forgotten Highway the regular entrance to East Meridia, or is it just Forgotten? I'm confused.
Was that Forgotten? I thought that was just the... I guess that was the second half of Forgotten Highway, yeah.
Yeah, it's the end of Forgotten Highway when you elevator down into East Meridia.
I always think of that as going right at Wreck Ship. Over there, I just think like, okay, I'm in Meridia. But yeah, that is the end of Forgotten Highway.
Oh, that is the intended entrance? You see, I've been watching speedruns of this game so long that I have no idea what the developers intended in most situations in this game anymore.
Yeah, they wanted us to get Gravity Suit and then head out the backside. But players long ago found out a much faster way to do that.
Get a bunch of E-tanks, go to Lower Norfair, and beat Ridley first?
That's another way, yeah. I was thinking blowing up the glass tube, but Either one is doable.
Yeah, and X-ray having the high jump boots, those could be helpful. But here's gravity
And
suit at
gravity.
wave beam. This is not good for J-Ro.
Big news for Lies, though. Getting both suits. And
In
getting both
fact,
suits before 30 minutes. That's
yeah, this is some good stuff right here. And we do see J-Ro at X-ray, so does have the high jump boots.
Yeah, and that was something Lies had to forego, unfortunately dying on the way out. But had a quick save right outside the room.
Yeah, could have immediately gone back in for it. Chose not to. X-ray check, even with grapple beam, still one of the longer checks in the game. And the speed booster location, oh boy, it's another one of them missile things, Salty.
Well, now the lead is insurmountable. There's nothing J-Ro can even do anymore. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Yeah, if
There's
Lies didn't have Varia and Gravity on top of all of that,
Oh yeah, I guess those help a little bit.
I mean, I think those are the bigger things that are leading to us calling Lies just way ahead right now.
I thought it was the extra 15 missiles, but you're probably right. All right, we're gonna get a double chamber check. Haven't seen the back of this portal yet, I don't think.
Nope, we're gonna see where this one goes. We've got at least one person, Twin Suns 06, predicting a miraculous come from behind victory from our boy J-Ro. I would certainly like to see this game close up. However, Lies is basically in kill all the things and get off the planet mode.
Also known as Go mode for short, but I like your version. Has a nice ring to it. Rolls off the tongue well.
At some point, I'll figure out what the abbreviation for that is, and I'm sure it'll be just as horrible to say.
Alright, yeah, we've only seen one boss, Kraid at Kraid. So Lie's taking a safety save here, because we're not totally sure. We can't be sure of the boss mode with only one boss.
What's neat is we can't even be sure of the boss mode with 2 bosses, or even 3 bosses, and J-Ro taking a death trying to do the hell run from Business Center to Bubble Mountain through Cathedral.
Oh man, yeah, even with 4 E-tanks, that's not free. It takes a lot
No,
of practice.
not at all.
I like 5 for that.
I like Speed Booster for that, so that I don't have to actually do it.
Right? Yeah, that is the best way. Frog Spoodway for the win. But yeah, we're definitely not counting out J-Ro.
No.
Just
like right here, this could be Ridley for Lies. We're gonna find out shortly, and it is Phantoon.
The tune. So it's looking vanilla, but still more info to find out. Could still be surprise.
It could be surprise. It could also be shuffled. You can have 2 vanilla bosses and shuffled.
I don't think it can be shifted anymore.
No, I don't think you can have any vanilla bosses and shifted, but somebody way smarter than me can tell me that.
It can actually still be anything.
Oh, okay then, hooray. So shift, okay, yeah, that's right. I remember discussing this at a previous race. Shifted is basically the logic for shuffled, but the boss at the location you find will open up anything in that location. So for instance, if we were to find Phantoon at Kraid, that would open up the warehouse, or Kraid at Phantoon, like what we're seeing. We're not seeing that from Lies, but if Kraid were here, that would open up the wreck ship in Shifted. And if you need a longer-winded explanation for that, I'll turn it over to Salty.
Well, you see, guys and gals, and all you fine Metroid humans, when Phantoon throws blue flames at stuff, that could hurt Samus. And we don't want Samus to get hurt. That would be mean. So, wait, what are we talking about again?
At this point, I think we're talking about Lies taking on Phantoon and trying to bust the ghost as J-Ro is doing Upper Norfair Hell runs, which we do know is going to lead to the gravity suit. And unfortunately, I think that gravity suit will pull J-Ro far, far away from the Varia suit. Now,
Yeah,
I have it on good authority, and chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but the Varia suit is not absolutely required. You can beat this game without gravity or without Varia. You can beat it without gravity too, but a couple more E-tanks and well, if it's vanilla bosses though, it becomes very difficult to go down to Ridley because you're basically counting on an E-tank behind Ridley, which is not something you should do in Chozo.
Yeah, the game is possible with just Morph Ball and a whole lot of heart.
Yeah, I like how Cranop puts it. Morph is required, all other items optional. Also, I was saying something about Tears and Ocean the other day. I think it was Cranop who said that.
Oh yes, the ocean was just a dry pit until New Route, and Phantoon has filled it with the tears of New Route players.
Here's Screw Attack, the boss reward for beating Phantoon. An
Well, that's
excellent
actually
pickup.
nice of the Ghost for helping us out like that.
Yeah, excellent pickup before Lower Norfair.
Ooh, J-Ro, I don't... Oh, no. If J-Ro got that power bomb close enough, I think could have made it through here, but that's too tight.
J-Ro just having a rough go of this seed, unfortunately. And J-Ro does know that the gravity suit is at Wave Beam, heading back down to reacquire as Lies is going to check the wreck ship E-tank location.
Hoping for probably Space Jump or Plasma to make life faster.
Plasma, Speed Booster, or a reserve tank. I mean, those are very important to skip. I mean, to
Lies. It was super shiny. Why didn't you just, like, touch it and go, ooh? It would have been super cool, dude. I'm gonna have to get Lies back on comms and then get grumpy with him for not picking that up. Although MST's probably gonna gift a couple subs to his stream now. Good job. We don't need those trash tanks. Oh, Metroid MST did say that. I knew it.
Well, it's not a surprise. I mean, a real surprise would be MST saying, "Wait, go back for that. You need it."
Oh, MST's good people. I say this all in good fun.
J-Ro tries that transition one more time and just a little short. And let's see, back of wreck ship is leading us to front of West
Main
Meridia.
Street.
Alrighty.
But Chozo, that means there's nothing here, right? I can't remember.
There's another transition or two.
There's
I think
a transition.
You can check.
I was thinking item-wise, yeah.
Yeah, item-wise, I don't think there's anything in West Meridia in Chozo. It's all in East Meridia, and besides the item behind Dragon, if it's a vanilla Dragon, all the items in East Meridia are forever away from where you are.
Yeah, especially with with area rando, so who knows where this is going to lead, because I think we found both of our East Meridian entrances earlier.
We have. It's probably going to be an Upper Norfair connection. I think we saw all the exits out of Red Tower, or all the connections out of Red Tower.
Although Lies is going to check the top here, and that's smart because we have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I think the only other place we haven't seen is back. Have we seen back of Lower Norfair? I know we've seen front.
I might have some seed bleed going on in my brain, and I think we have, but maybe not.
Oh, rip the Cephi fish, or Ponk fish, or redfish. And there's the croc door.
Okay, so Lies having a good think about the map, seeing where to go. And deciding, no thank you, let's go check out the other portals in here. Because I think there's 2 more portals in here, Crab Hole and the one over to the right, but we know where Crab Hole comes out at from the other side. So the only one to check is where Lies is going right now. Okay, one more gravity jump because we missed that one.
Hey, look, the runners are having a nice high five. I like to see the sportsmanship.
Yeah, sportsmanship is always pretty cool, I gotta say. Let's see where this opposite aqueduct tunnel brings us. There's the back of LM, so this is good for Lies, but J-Ro is not going to be happy finding this up here.
No, J-Ro is a metric ton of ammo short and would prefer several E-tanks, and doesn't know, like, at the bottom of the key hunters here is an E-tank, which is very nice.
Yeah,
if you're
nice
attempting
Lies,
this.
J-Ro is a metric ton of Varia suit short. Enough ammo to kill Ridley if full, but this is not going to be what the droids
no,
that
this is going to be a turnaround. There is no way you even try this.
Yeah.
You would have to be either A, levels of Desperate, or B, levels of, like, #1 in the world at Super Metroid. And even then, I don't know if that's possible.
Possible with Farm Beam and the ability to Crystal Flash if you're super duper good, but that's not me. And I think what Tracy said earlier with J-Ro finding gravity first, keeping J-Ro away from Croc. So that could be the backbreaker here. Croc having that Varia and Lies risking that check there. So
yeah, I don't think J-Ro's actually seen Croc though. So it's not like J-Ro saw Croc and skipped.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Zosty or Zenny, then yeah. Hold my beverage. I'm gonna go take care of LN. But other than that, that's very, very tough. I mean, we do have a few other top runners that can do it, but that's gonna take some time, and you don't want to take that kind of time in this type of seed, knowing that you probably misplaced Varia elsewhere. Because I don't think Varia is put in LN on Dash Mystery. So
no Varia in LN except for the hardway modes, I believe, and even that I could be wrong about.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Even RBO runners get like 6 or 7 tanks to come down here to do that. So
they also have 2 crystal flashes, and they are prepared for. They also have guaranteed E-tanks. So that's the other very helpful thing.
Yeah, no one's gonna do that in this type of seed. RBO is very specific and very grueling. And to make it even more grueling would just be Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. even here we see that Lies is going to farm up anticipating Ridley. Having seen 2 vanilla bosses, I think this is a correct play to do, even though Lies has plenty of missiles to finish out this fight.
Yeah, 30 supers going in here. Looking pretty vanilla. Still could be something else, but looking vanilla. And now I want a milkshake because I said that too many times.
So the worst possible boss layout that remains, well, this is either vanilla or surprise now, because we've seen 3 vanilla bosses, and shuffled or shifted both require at least 1 swap.
Right, so vanilla or surprise, so Meridia would have to have a duplicate. So most likely vanilla.
Yeah, I'm thinking so as well. All I was going to say is the worst possible thing would be if J-Ro were to get into Meridia and then find Ridley at the end of it. That would be just like the biggest slap in the face ever.
That would be extremely rude. And if you hate Ridley as much as I do, please join my non-profit organization, Pigeons Against Pelicans. We've been running for 2 years now. We've raised exactly $0 to destroy the pelican infestation, but hey, we need to keep trying.
Alright, I think Lies might have Ridley down. Just gonna keep missiling because Ridley deserves all the missiles.
Yeah, I wish I could make it 1 seed where Ridley just stays alive for a good 90 super missiles and give myself that in a practice hack. Because Ridley deserves it. But anyway, nice job. Plasma. What? That's a nice...
That's full beam.
Yeah. 900 now. Mother Brain is done in 20 shots. Lies doesn't need all the ammo that was now gathered, but... You know, this is the first time I've actually seen Lies run in a while, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, movement's been pretty good. Play's been pretty clean. Just the one little hiccup in the X-ray hallway coming out. Not too much I can say negatively. J-Ro also has been doing a good job. Just, you know, taking one wrong turn in an area rando, and you're just gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, that's the thing with these area rando tournaments. If you're always going to be given a decision, well, most of the time, and if you take a different route than your opponent and they find something huge like Varia, then that could be the difference. J-Ro has not played poorly at all. J-Ro has put on a good show for us.
And because both of these runners have been putting on a good show, please, if you're not already following them, give them both a follow. It's the least we can do to show support for these runners coming out here, joining this tournament, and just giving entertainment to us for free. Because, you know, nobody's getting paid for running in this tournament.
And also big shout outs to Ikir for doing tracking for us. And Ikir knows the secret to being a good tracker, and that is don't listen to Salty. Just do your thing. And beautiful job. Otherwise, I'd have to come and track this myself.
Oh, don't worry, Salty. If it came to that, I could handle clicking the buttons while I say the wrong things.
Well, so could I. I could also handle clicking the wrong buttons while I say the wrong things.
Well, if enough of us are clicking buttons, nothing lights up correctly on the tracker, it'd be great. J-Ro did an excellent attic up there while we were blathering on about us tracking and calming at the same time, and Lies is just about out of Lore and Warfare.
And because of that, hook up J-Ro with a follow. The bot is down right now, but J-Ro16 is the name on Twitch, I believe. So yeah, coming out of retirement, back into the Metroid tourney world. Let's welcome him back with a big smile and open arms. Always love more people getting involved in the community, whether they're old or new.
Salty, I think you're giving out wrong information again.
Oh my goodness, I did it again.
I mean,
right,
that's okay.
I'm getting fired.
That's why I didn't bother trying to figure out J-Ro's Twitch handle, because I don't know it, and I'll just say the wrong thing.
And I apologize, folks. It looks like I'll be getting fired this week, but I love you all, and I wish you the best for the rest of the tournament. But Tracy's on it. Tracy has the knowledge and intelligence and is looking for J-Rose stuff for us. And Tracy put it in there. Lies and Gasoline and J-Rose information is also there. Thank you so much, Tracy, for covering me. Bad pigeon. Bad, not coup.
Oh, and an E-tank up here at underneath bowling. Again, just not what J-Ro wanted to see.
I've been a bad pigeon. You know, I think I'll take week 3 off of coming. And I'll come back in week 4 after I've learned my lesson.
Aww. Look at that, Salty. Chat's being mean to you.
That happens. I put myself in the line of fire by being a commentator. Gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah, but it's rare to see somebody being called like, "Hey, I want to see you cooked and then shot." That's just mean.
Yeah, that's a little heavy there, but I'm a big boy. I can take it.
And I appreciate that because, you know, I'm also able to take any criticism with, you know, how to put it nicely, a grain of salt. Yes, there we go.
A grain of salt or a sack of pepper. Whatever works.
Yep, we have Lies in East Meridia, J-Ro heading back out the Forgotten Highway side of Wreck Ship, the back of Wreck Ship.
And Lies, there we go. Nice job, Lies, getting that clip. No speed booster yet this seed that we've seen by either runner, so having them go to bot wound with the ice clip. J-Ro check on the back of Wreck Ship. Oh, and chat's actually complimenting me, so... And I'm not even going to try and pronounce your name, because I'm going to get it wrong. But whether you're giving me a playful jab, a compliment, or even criticism, I appreciate you. You know, I'm here for the runners in the Metroid League. I could care less about me. I want everyone else to have a fun time. So thank you for watching.
Salty, we care about you. We know you're actually playing in this tournament, and we are following your Super Metroid career with great interest. And I'll give a shot at that name. It's Zayrich Anaclyton. Clipton? Close. Some kind of close. I don't know. English is hard, and not English can be harder. Or easier. And yeah, I don't actually call out people in chat. We're all here to be happy.
Yeah, there's enough tough things in life as it is. So here's about Metroid and about the runners put on the show for us.
Absolutely, we've got J-Ro back at the bottom of Crab Bowl, back into Green Bryn, heading down. I don't remember where Croc is at, but Croc is around here somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think J-Ro found that portal yet, which is unfortunate. But not J-Ro's fault. You know, you have portals in front of you, and you take it and you try your best with it. And that's all we can do. That happens with several area randos every single week, to where you have two choices. You pick one, your opponent picks the other. And that's just what happens. I mean, J-Ro has the skill to win any of these races, and so does Lies. It just depends on what you pick in the moment, and that's kind of what Randomizer is. Rando's gonna rando.
Looks like J-Ro's heading back down to the meme route transition, which we know to be the dev intended entrance to East Meridia.
Oh, maybe it was when his stream was having a little bit of an issue. Okay. But that is a very long check. I can't blame J-Ro for skipping that super long check.
Yeah, it is the top of tube transition. I believe Lies did the gravity jump to get in there.
Checking Croc and Chozo it's a time sink. You know, you gotta really make a decision there. So I can't blame anybody for not checking Croc and Chozo. For a full countdown and major minor, it's a little bit different. But Chozo, you only get one item as a major for a chance, and it could be an E-Tank, it could be a missile in Chozo, so I don't know exactly what it could have been when J-Ro saw it, but it is a long check, and it makes sense.
It was most of the items, actually, that could have been back down there.
At that time? Okay.
I think it was at least one E-Tank, one reserve tank, missile,
one
a super.
Yeah, so it could have been something that J-Ro could have easily found quicker, just checking an extra minor location somewhere.
Yep, and we've got Lies. Did find Dragon at Dragon, so I'm calling it vanilla bosses for this seed. And now just has to get back to Red Tower for the Torian transition. And then we're going to be... Go ahead.
You know what? I normally would call it vanilla bosses too, but I'm going to call it surprise that rolled vanilla. Because I haven't seen a surprise boss yet, so I'm just going to do that.
The very first race I commed in this tournament had surprise bosses. And had a very cool way of determining it was surprise bosses. It was just epic. And I can't remember who was racing, so there you go.
That's okay, no spoilers here. We don't want to ruin any previous races. Especially for the YouTube crowd that checks this out, 6 months from now. It's like, oh, I wish you didn't say that about this race. And I tell you what, YouTube fans, I heard you. I heard the complaints about the spoilers, and I try my best not to tell you anything. And speaking of no spoilers, go watch Mass Hysteria and Ace Zero in Week 1. Amazing race, no spoilers.
Yep, and
Nevi Smellin was a great race too, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I think so. That's a week 2 race, and definitely if you haven't seen the VOD for that one, the VOD I believe is on SpeedGaming Prime. Lies going down the elevator into Torian. We are in area randomization, so it does get a full refill. Has the ice beam, but only 10 power bombs, so we'll need to take it a little careful with these Metroid rooms. Oh, it does have regular bombs, so never mind. We can regular bomb those Metroids right off of us if we get caught.
But yeah, Metroid Room 2, Lies. Lies is playing beautifully. Honestly, when I commed with him in Rando League 4, super fun guy, and I had a great time comming with him. I didn't know he was this solid at Metroid. I'm proud of him. This has been sweet. Good for him. And yeah, so the big thing here was the Croc check. And Croc check and Chozo, I mean, Chozo, you have more of a reason to go through it because it's most likely a bigger item for you. But I understand why any player would want to skip it. But that's where Varia was, and that's the difference in today's race. J-Ro showing off some really nice movement and has been playing really solidly, but having to do hell runs without knowing about Varia and that cut off a few of his portals that just don't want to deal with because of Novaria. That's our difference here. But both these runners have put on a great show. And if you scroll up and chat a little bit, Tracy put in the Twitch names for both runners because our bot is down at the moment. So yeah, please give them a follow. And give Ikir a follow. Ikir is also in this tournament and has been tracking for us today a couple times. So big appreciation there.
All right, we have J-Ro into the Dragon fight as Lies had damage down, did not attempt to skip the baby Metroid. No blame to go there because no high jump, no speed, baby skip very difficult. Taking a save before Mother Brain, so that's going to about seal what's happening and what we see before us tonight.
Yeah,
Without that
Lies playing a
save,
little safe there.
yeah,
But I like it. I think that's
oh yeah.
smart. That was a little different. Got stuck underneath there. Lies does have waves, so I hope he shoots from the top this time. That'll make it a lot easier. No, going from the bottom again. Maybe that's just the setup he's accustomed to. But got it second try, so my apologies, Lies. The top is just easier for me, but everyone has their own way. And it's all these strats. There's like a dozen strats per room, honestly, in this game. And the one you want to do is the one you're comfortable with, that you know you can nail first or second try, because that's what's going to save you the time.
Absolutely. One of the things that distinguishes the best runners from like the top tier from the next tier down is having the backups for each of these rooms and being able to recognize when you need to switch to the backup and then executing the backup well. Lies onto MB2. J-Ro did defeat Dragon with a nice grapple kill and got the super missile reward, which definitely not what J-Ro wanted to see.
Yeah, I am. Apologies. I am aware that the bottom it totally works. I just find the top of that one a lot easier. But again, that's just personal preference. Lies got through that no problem. Second try is legit. Using up all the supers, and Lies is going into MB3 here. Slightly over the top on the energy though. So there's I guess a rare chance that Mother Brain could accidentally kill Lies with some meatballs and rings here. We'll see.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
No, we're okay. Didn't happen.
All right, so Lies will be on to MB3. Would need some extreme MB3 shenanigans to have to reset and start this fight over.
But also making a smart and safe play with that save right outside. So even if anything crazy did happen, it's not a gigantic time loss.
Yep, we have J-Ro going to check the plasma beam. Again, I think just as the seed has gone on, you start to get to the point where you're like, okay, well, this is the route my opponent probably didn't take, and if they're doing something crazy, maybe I'm still in this.
Yeah,
and it's of course spring
like,
ball.
You know, where the heck is Varia? So I'd be doing the same thing if I skipped Croc. I'd be like, oh my goodness, where did I leave it? What didn't I do? Honestly, in the middle of a race, I wouldn't even remember I didn't skip Croc until I stopped and thought for a second.
Yeah, definitely. It's easy to forget certain things, especially if you like haven't played the mode. Like if you're not experienced with Chozo, it's very easy to forget just one location. Though, to JRO's credit, did go back down, get that X-ray scope from 230, which was a play we saw Lies not make.
Yeah, and that could have been maybe speed, and that would have been huge for J-Ro if that was speed instead of X-ray. So all these things, I mean, one item being swapped in a different location in this seed, it would have been a completely different story.
Oh, absolutely. And then also we did see J-Ro perform some pretty good hell runs in Upper Norfair, and I'm not sure how much J-Ro has played area randomization, because that's also like another huge wrinkle to this game. And if you don't track your areas very well, that can be very bad. It looks like J-Ro's heading over to check Shaq Tool next.
Very true. And J-Ro, again, J-Ro's coming out of retirement to do this tournament and to just have fun again and with the Super Metroid game. So, you know, if you haven't played a game in 4 years and you're coming back, I think J-Ro's been playing admirably. Better than me, that's for darn sure.
If there was no D-Rust done prior to this tournament, J-Ro is playing exceptionally well. So Shaq Tool is either going to be Space Jump or Speed Booster.
Well, hopefully we get the speed booster just so I can see it once before. But I don't know, Lies and Shaq Tool. Lies is going faster than Shaq Tool at the moment. We'll see if I get to see it.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get to see it even if Lies gets done first. But Lies, no speed booster, so we'll have to do the climb the slow way. Not the fastest escape without speed booster.
At least there's no pirates here to get in the way.
Even if there were, I mean, there is screw attack.
Yeah. Although if you come out of the spin at the wrong time, then row. Oh, space jump.
Space jump.
Now we get the meow space jump thing, right, Tracy? Can we get the meow space jump thing? I like that thing. And it's an emote Tracy has on her channel. If you like watching Metroid and Zelda, go look at Tracy's channel. She has awesome emotes. There it is, the meow jump. Love it.
Yeah, and Tracy is an administrator of this tournament, I believe, and Lies has gotten on the ship and finished with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 27 seconds. Let's get our GGs in chat for Lies and Gasoline. And the moment the dot done was seen, JRO says, "I've had enough of this trash seed," and forfeits. Still, very good job, J-Ro. Let's get our GGs out for J-Ro as well.
Absolutely. J-Ro did a great job. This seed was just about a 1 item check difference. J-Ro got 230, Lies didn't. Lies got Croc, J-Ro didn't. And that one happened to be Varia. So anybody's game, they both played very well, put on a great show for us. Thank you to both those runners. We'll see if we can get one or both of the runners in for a quick chat. That'd be great.
I like how Lies still has the timer running. As a professional, doesn't consider the game complete until he sees the percentage at the bottom.
Yeah, I remember Lies from last year. He was funny. And now I know a very good player.
Salty, you know lots of good players.
I do know lots of good players. In fact, Zost and I were just having a quick chat earlier today about Macho Man Randy Savage. For no real reason, just, for the fun of it.
Well, if it wasn't for Macho Man, you wouldn't be able to get a cup of coffee in the big time.
The cream of the crop. Yeah, a cup of coffee in the big time. I love that too. All of his promos were so funny. He was a character. But yeah, GG's to our runners. It looks like we have Lies and setup. Oh, he's on his phone. Oh wait, he's in here. Still muted though.
Hey.
And there he is.
And
GG's
here's
Lies.
our race winner, Lies and Gasoline. GG's, Lies.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. GG.
And Ike moving you over from setup into the on-stream, being the MVP today.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know how to do that on the phone. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't either, honestly. But yeah, that was a fun-looking seed. We got a Chozo seed. And it looked like the biggest thing, both of you guys were running extremely well, good movement. The biggest thing was the Croc check and having Varia down there. How'd you feel about Croc when you went down there?
Well, I knew, I figured it had to be something good because high jump was at as that X-ray. So the high jump puts that portal in logic. So I kind of figured it was probably something good. And then of course I died getting high jump. So I was like, oh well, crap. And I figured honestly that I was way behind because I figured Jiro would have got the high jump and then checked that portal right after that, and he would have been way ahead of me at that point. But I don't know. I guess you always bet on Croc, you know.
Yeah, Adam here in the comms booth said the same thing. J-Ro did go to Croc and decided, I guess it wasn't a check that he felt like putting the time into,
Yeah.
or something. There was a kind of a stream delay there where I couldn't see exactly what happened, but
Yeah, J-Ro had a stream hiccup when checking Croc, so we didn't really see anything that happened there, but also had not gotten down to alpha power bombs, hadn't checked X-rays, so possibly from J-Ro's perspective, Croc wasn't in logic.
Yeah, if
that
he
could have happened.
Never broke the tube, so never actually saw. That was the second thing. Also, J-Ro, are you going to come in to the booth and talk about this, or no?
Either way, J-Ro, I thought you played really well. It was just Croc had Varia, and that was the big thing for this randomizer, or this area randomizer.
Yeah, regardless of if you come up or not, GG's, J-Ro. It was awesome watching you come back and race.
Yeah, you gave us a great show. Your movement was really fluid, and it was a lot of fun to watch you. Thank you for giving me the chance to comm for you, and thank you to Liz as well for letting me comm for you today, and Adam for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for tracking. I'm glad we got to stream it. So that's awesome.
Absolutely. I wanted to make sure, you know, if I have free time, I want to get everybody a restream because everyone puts in the work to get on here and do their thing, and you know, maybe in a few months you want to go back and watch it again, and I want everyone to have the ability to do that. So
yeah, I agree. And the restream comes from our tracker, Iker. Without a tracker, we don't get a restream. So big GGs to Iker for popping in here and tracking. And we finally got rid of the major minor curse that Iker has faced in the last, I think, eight games that Iker was involved in. Or 8 times. It was all major minor.
Finally got a Chozo, something different.
So, Liz, you already said that the death at X-Ray made you feel behind. Was there anything that made you feel like you were maybe on track? I have to imagine getting the Varia at Croc felt really good.
Well, I mean, honestly, like I got the Varia there and I felt behind because I figured J-Ro would have already done it. But yeah, I kept waiting for the dot done from J-Ro. I feel like that death at high jump, which means I didn't check the tube, put me like way behind. That's what it felt like anyway.
Well, that's definitely fair. Anytime you take a death, it's going to make you feel behind. And the worse the death, the farther behind you're going to feel about it.
Luckily, I didn't lose too much time because like I basically was right there where I saved and died. I just didn't have the high jump. So.
Yeah, and we saw that you decided that you made the decision not to go back and get it. Had you have gone into the tube and failed the gravity jump, would you have gone back for it maybe?
Probably not. I mean, well, like, yeah, maybe I would have probably, because at that point I don't think I had much more to check. I think I had a couple portals in Criteria or something, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, I probably would have gone back and got it. Yeah.
Pretty much the only thing we didn't find in that seed from both of you guys put together was Speed Booster, so there wasn't much else left.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to think of which Chozo statue had to have Speed Booster, and yeah, I'm coming up blank. Salty, do you have any idea? I wasn't paying attention to the credits, so I missed it.
Beats me, man.
All right, Liz, where was it? I know you saw it.
What did I see?
Oh, did you see where Speed Booster was in the credits?
No, I didn't. I
Screw
wasn't.
Attack.
Oh,
That was
Screw
the only
Attack, okay.
Chozo we didn't see.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't go there. Man, if I could have done that reverse, that would have been much quicker. But I only had 4 E tanks because I knew like reverse out of Norfair was probably faster. But I only had the 4 E tanks. I wasn't sure if I could do it. So
That's tight. Yeah, I think
that's a long way
3 is
around.
Yeah.
3 is on logic, but that's really tight.
The reverse acid dive, if you do it perfect, you can do it on 2 E tanks. Now, having
really?
said
Okay.
that,
I couldn't.
you have to do it perfect. You can't bop a pirate. You can't screw up your movement. You have to do the room just absolutely perfect. And I think that might be with Space Jump.
Oh yeah, I didn't have space jump, so
Yeah,
so I went the long way.
Like
But
5 tanks at least to do that reverse.
yeah, right.
So
Yeah, I always just want 14 tanks. Sorry.
I'll take 21 tanks. I know there aren't that many, but I'll take them.
Oh, definitely. Well, we've always talked about the super rare 5 majors at Croc, and all of them are reserve tanks. So
Yeah, but only in full countdown. Maybe someday we'll see that.
Yep. Lies, did you have any other final thoughts on this seed tonight?
I don't think so. I think we did okay. I just want to say thanks again for commentating. Thanks for tracking, and thanks for racing me, J-Ro.
All right. Well, GG's Lies, we appreciated having you racing. Good luck in the next round. GG's J-Ro. Again, we greatly appreciated you coming out of retirement, coming in, joining this tournament. You look like you're on point. If there's any rust there, I couldn't tell. Good luck in the next round. Salty, did you have any other thoughts on tonight's seed?
No, I think we got this pretty much wrapped up. But yeah, definitely, I'll repeat what you said. GG's to J-Ro and Lies. You put on a fun show for everyone. Shout outs to our organizers, Tracy, for all the help today during this, making sure I was saying proper things and not giving out false information. I always appreciate Tracy being here. MM2 for setting us up. The Dash team, which is also the administrators in this tournament. Kip, Kupo, Mass Hysteria, Papa Schmo, Cassidy, and Derp. Without everyone I just named, none of this is happening. So much appreciation for that. And that's all I got, Sir Adam. If you want to take us out and say those magic words.
All right. So the magic words are thank you, SpeedGaming, for allowing us to restream on your channels. Without you, we don't have a place to restream. Thank you, Ikir, for donating your time, coming in here, tracking for us, allowing us to get a restream. Thank you, Salty. Without Salty up here, you would just hear me talking randomly and incorrectly about Super Metroid. Thank you both to Lies and Gasoline and J-Ro. Without you guys up here racing, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. And with that, I think it's time to say the magic words. See you next mission.
Have a great night, everybody.